Tuesday morning, and I might sound a bit rough. I've had hardly any sleep last night. Unfortunately, my son is in Alderhay Hospital at the minute. I think he's recovering well now, but they've got to keep him in for 48 hours, so I've not had much sleep, and I've had to come back and set the lads up on the jobs, because it wouldn't be fair for me to not have any work on for them after the Christmas period. I'm sure they're all dying to get back into work and need the money. Not the start to 2024 I imagined, but I suppose the only way is up now. On a more positive note, I think Ben watched the episode where I talked about losing the drone. Drone's not there. You know, is what it is. And he messaged me and said, I put it in the yellow van. So he's moved it on a different job in a different van. So we've got the drone back, which is good. So you should get some more drone footage. But then on another note, someone broke into one of the lads' cars over the period and stole 2 of the van keys, which is great, and the keys to the jobs. So we've actually got no way of getting into these jobs at the minute. So I'm on the way to one of the jobs now, just to drop some stuff off, and yeah, I don't know how we're actually getting in, so we will have to change the locks. I'm gonna have to buy some wheel steering locks for the 2 van keys that have gone missing, just in case, while we look at maybe swapping the locking systems on that. But yeah, we'll see. Just constant challenges, but we will get over them, and yeah, hopefully have a better start to 2024. Let's see how we get on. It should be a short episode this week, as we're starting Tuesday, and I'll give the lads the time-lapse cameras and we'll get as much footage as we can this week. However, depending on how my son goes on, there might not be much filming this week. We'll see. Hey, how many times do I have to tell him? There's someone sat here, wait, there he is. Hey, high vis doesn't work when you could put a black coat over it.
Oh, I know, I'll take it off when I get home. Yeah.
So we're Christmas?
Yeah.
What did you get up to?
I couldn't get out Christmas Day.
Why?
I got locked in. Couldn't
Oh, mate, so you were locked in Christmas Day?
Couldn't get out till they keep a fucking flat.
So what did you do Christmas Day?
Nothing, just stayed in. I couldn't get out. Everyone's gone out.
Yeah.
All the neighbours. And no way I could climb over there, get fully.
Where was your key?
I've got a key. He's got it, Paul. And he's gone out to his family.
Why didn't you get a key cut?
I keep telling him to get his own cut. Keep saying he's going to do one, he hasn't done one. Anyway.
Only way is up.
I get all the presents here belated, don't I?
Yeah.
January sales.
Yeah?
Yeah. I always do.
Right, we need to try and get in this job now.
You want a date?
Here we go. Let's eat. No, I've got to go back to the hospital, haven't I?
I'd put off the shade on for the hospital.
Oh, just habit.
Fitness, Stefan.
Should be a nice concrete floor there now.
That's the pizza, lad. Yeah, I'm having that. Bags either.
This is your Euro locks, yeah? This style. And I'll show you once I've done it. But basically, there's a tiny little bit of metal that actually keeps that in, and obviously the locking mechanism is. So the reason these are flush with your door handle is to stop people doing what I'm about to do, which is called snapping the locks. So if you hit that like that, and you'll see these locks are actually held on by that tiny bit of metal that bit and that bit, which is obviously threaded, which we've took that out. So now, there you go. That's how easy it is to snap a lock and get into your house. Even Ben didn't realise that, did you?
Learn something new every day.
And it looks good. So you get the laser on it and measure. Jack, what's the tolerance?
I'm gonna say.
Yeah, okay. So do by the front door. So what have we got? Put the laser down. And we've got, what have we got there? 4.5 centimetres it should be. Yeah. So we'll bob on there. And then just go around, see if you can find. Obviously that must be a low point because there's a puddle there, look. Oh, 5.5. 10 mil out there. What are we here? 4.5.
3.5.
3.5.
Won't be no pounds there.
Then what are we here?
3.
3.
Three.
3. So what are we? What tolerance have we got there? Between 3 and we've got 20 mil tolerance. 20 mil tolerance you got it within? So, Simo, we've obviously we put all the videos on YouTube, yeah? We put your story up last night.
Yeah.
And it's got more views than all the other videos added together.
Go on.
Yeah? Why do you reckon that is?
Because it must be worth a few bucks.
How much do you reckon you're worth if you could put a number on it?
About £2.
At least you're 2 quid about that, aren't you? Oh, yeah.
Go on, give us a roundup of what you've done today while I've been away.
While you've been away, the mice will play. No. No.
Today, we've got the 2 steels in.
We checked the wood up there.
So why do we use steels?
We dragged the wood up. Just because it's better for loads,
Yeah,
I think. I'm saying that like I know for certain. It ends up bouncing.
it does. So better for load, there's less deflection.
Yeah.
And obviously they don't warp or whatever.
You don't walk like wood.
Yeah, I know this fella on the side walked up the stairs and on his fucking shoulder.
He's a good man, that
Stop
Ronnie.
swearing.
Don't swear.
He's a good man, that Ronnie. And then, to top all of it off, we got all the 72s in the steels. So that way we can get our 92 joists on, and we've flew them in, as you can see. Perfectly. If you stand over here, Andy, you'll get them over here.
Have you got these ones in line? I was wondering whether anyone would notice that on the thing and be like, why have they put them here? Why have they put them in wonky? Have a look on the plan and we'll see whether we've got an outrigger on the dormer. Have a look now and then because I'll order that stuff if it has. So this bit here is what we call an outrigger. So obviously this would be like a normal, where a normal house would end. And then that bit we call an outrigger because it's sort of double story. So on permitted development, so see, because that's original, you know, see the roof there, we can do a dormer there as well as here. So see the dormer, the way we go there, we can carry it on top of this roof. As long as it's within 40 metres cubed of additional roof space.
Do you know what, we'll treat you this time, Andy?
So that is one of the reasons why, we lower these floors. So this house would have originally been 2.8 ceiling, and then this would have been a 2.6. So if you look where the old joists were, the old joists are obviously where the top of the wall is.
Yeah.
So you see we've come down that much, look.
There's the old steel from next door as well.
Yeah, so see we've come down that much. It means that the next 2.4 ceiling, the roof doesn't go out as far, so it means we'll be able to do a outrigger on that rather than just stopping it here. We can carry. You can add another room by dropping the floors down. Simo, I'm going to start finding you. So, how does a high-vis top work?
You're showing where you are.
So, Are you that skinny that I can just see this little yellow bit in the middle and then black?
I'm that broad, really. Look.
Why don't you put the jumper on over?
I haven't just got to pull it through.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I just realised.
Keeps that clean, that's his
I
pyjamas.
want to get warm. I can't take this off there.
Yeah. But always have the high vis.
Yeah, the high vis on you.
Yeah, on the top.
On the top,
Not all black. Because if you zip that up, you're pitch black, aren't you?
Yeah. You're going to be seen. You're going to be seen and getting your head.
Here we go. Hey. My biggest pet hate, innit? A full mix of mortar. So it's home time now, innit? But the lads are I don't know what Jack's doing.
Trying to hide it, but you're defeating the object.
What is it, mate, by throwing all the cracks in? Go ahead.
What?
Why do you have to throw the cracks in?
Because you're a crackhead.
No, because it's echo.
Because what?
It's echo.
Echo.
Sound echo.
Sound
It's
echo.
echo through the building.
There you go, shine
Well,
Simo.
the reason you're filling it in now is because I've paid you, Simo, to mix a full bucket of sand and cement. So you've probably got a bag of cement, which is a tenner, probably £10 worth of sand. You've got a £20 bucket that every day we've come in, I've seen you smacking buckets. Smacking buckets, and then I've got to pay to get rid of the sand and cement that's dried. So rather than that, the lads are going to lash the bricks in now. What do you reckon the fine for Simo should be if he wears a coat over his eye-vis again? It was how many minutes ago was it that I said that? As you can see here, next doors have actually done a loft conversion. And what they've done is you can see where they've got a padstone, but rather than obviously just doing it on their side like we do, they've put it across both courses. So in your party wall is these two. So we own this brick, the neighbour owns this brick, but it's a shared wall because they're tied in together. Yeah, we'll obviously brick this side up to keep the fire breach between us and next door. But so as you know, all this wall is double skin. But as you can see, when we get to the chimney stack, you can see all down here is double skin. And then when you get to here, so see that bit? There's double skin, and then it suddenly goes into single skin. So all that is single skin. So luckily, they haven't done a steel on the single skin. Otherwise, what we'd see is like what they've done over here. So when they've done their loft conversion, you can see that obviously they've come over onto our side of the party wall with their steel, which obviously didn't make a difference because this would have been in a loft space, no other thing. But they should have bricked this up because that is a fire risk. So if there was a fire next door or in here, it would easily spread through that hole. But that's why we brick up from here, double skin, to where our ridge steel goes, so that we've got that fire protection and we don't end up with what obviously next doors has done, which is sit a steel on the wall so that we can't sit a steel on it, and that it's got no fireproofing. But so from here up to about there, we're going to take this out, and what we'll do is we'll brick that up double skin, get our Padstone steel on, and then brick up behind it like we did on the last job. Yeah. But that's why it's easier. So if you can imagine trying to do that from while the chimney's still in, or with gallows brackets in the way, and you're trying to take all the middle of the chimney out, and all the bricks above you could fall on you as you're trying to.
Best way to do it, isn't it?
So it is better to take a plan for, what day is it? I'm going to say for today and this week.
Thursday.
So we've got all delivery coming to get this dormer built, but what do we need to do first? So
Box the floor. Box all the floor off.
So
Finito, that's
box the floor. I'll have to repeat after you because you haven't got a microphone on.
Cure all the joists with the hangers.
Oh yeah, joist hangers. Then we're gonna pocket out for Padstones. So why do we use Padstones? Why can't we just sit them on the brick?
Because Padstones is stronger support for the steel. Reinforced concrete block.
Yeah, so if you get one of these brick, or even some of the mortar, you can probably show someone why. If you ever hit one of these bricks out and it just disintegrates, yeah. So that's the reason why. So this only takes one house for something to happen, for building regs to change. So someone somewhere's sat a steel on one of those powdered bricks. You know, because all these bricks are some of these ours we do. The bricks are handmade, and some of them most of them are good, but they didn't have the same
Consistency.
they didn't have the same testing back then. So they just used to last on and go, yeah, that's sound. And like you will see, we will find one on this job eventually, and you literally tap it and it just disintegrates.
There's been loads like that when we break out.
Yeah, but that's why we use Padstones, because Padstones have, I think it's, so you know a concrete block? Yeah. That's, I think that's 3.7 kilonewtons per millimetre. So that's how much weight it takes before it will break. A Padstone takes 50. So that's why, so you can put a lot of weight on that as it's spread across the courses. But it's only to do with that one cracking. So it doesn't have to be, the Padstones we use are over-engineered. We could use one brick, but they don't, they never have them in, and they're always a different size and an awkward thing, so it makes it more, so we've always just done that. So the building inspector walks in, sees that Padstone, and just goes, yeah, sound, you know, sees it's overkill. You're always better doing overkill than underkill. Underkill or kill someone.
Yeah.
So we get the Padstones in, we're going to get the steel in, and we're going to do all this before taking the roof off, other than obviously that bit where we took the chimney stack out.
So we put the timber inside the ridge.
Yeah.
Clamp it up, bolt it, and then put our joist hangers in ready for the wall.
And here's one for you. So why did we bolt these 7x2s inside the steel and then nail joist hangers to that? Why don't some builders just sit the steels in? And obviously between that one and that one, they're just held in by friction.
Make sure it's tight.
So why do you think we bolt the timbers and then nail joist hangers to it?
Don't know.
Do you want me to give you one reason?
Go on.
Which we've had on one of our houses. So the front gable of the wall moved slightly. So obviously on one of the Dales, wasn't it? And the bay moved out slightly. So if these steels, you can only sit them on inside that steel, probably 50 mil.
Oh my God.
So if that wall moves 50 mil,
Bolted into the other end.
if that wall moved 50 mil, what would happen to the floor?
Pull out.
Yeah, that's why, and it's called, not on that one, no. I'll send you a video of another one as well, where there's someone's had a party in one of the students' houses, not one of these. It's called lateral restraint. So if you think, you know, when we've took all these walls out, I'll have to find a video of these walls when we're taking them out, but when we take these walls out, which tie that wall to that wall and that wall to that wall, like imagine we had, you know, they're braces, and you know when they're interlocked into every other course, where we're left with, you know, like that, where we're left with like the teething, where it's like, if you imagine we take that out, this is now, before we put these joists in, is 2 courses high. So if I asked you two to build a wall from that pile of dust there, 2 courses thick, all the way up to here. How far do you reckon you'd get before it started wobbling in the wind?
About first floor, maybe, if that.
First floor, yeah. So you can only do it one, and then obviously it's got to be tied in for lateral restraint. So there's no problem with that wall. If you built a wall 2 bricks high, all the way up from the floor to the ridge, there'd be no problem with weight, because it's, you know, it's got your footing, your bricks are a certain kilonewtons or your blocks. Nothing's going to go that way, but like what's stopping it from buckling or waving? You know what I mean? So what does stop it? The steels, the timbers. So if you're not nailing those timbers in, then there's no lateral restraint. Do you know what I mean? So those walls are still free to move.
And see your wall plates there. See your wall plates there.
Yeah.
Usually put a steel tile like that, because if that roof's too heavy, it can go like that.
Yeah.
And push it up.
So what Simo's on about is they're called lateral restraint straps. So we use them on the extension where we have a pitched roof to a wall. We put lateral restraints. The ones we used on Western.
Oh yeah.
You know, the metal straps with all the holes in.
Yeah.
And you fix them to the brickwork and you come down like, so the ones we had were like nearly 2 meters long.
Yeah.
So they were like, they're connected into 2 meters of brickwork and then screwed into the joist on the roof. So that stops lateral movement that way. You know, like pushing the wall out. Which the purlins do that. So see, having these purlins, if we didn't have a purlin there, there'd be more lateral risk of sliding. So we're going to try and get everything ready. So there you go, Carl said it, not me.
Preparation is the key to success.
So we're going to build a dormer in a day. So we're going to give these a go on the new job. So that's upside down. So the other ones we've got at the minute, I have to pay for a dongle and then a Wi-Fi subscription, whereas these run off a SIM card. So each job, I think, is £10 a month. So, yeah, and then obviously it's solar powered as well. So we're going to give it a go on this job. What are we up to today on Western?
Right, today's jobs.
Oh yeah, go here. You can point at them. Because otherwise, if I turn, I lose sound unless I give you a microphone. So obviously we've got that soil pipe there, haven't we?
Yep. So today's job. First up, don't you see? Got a bit of soil pipe sticking out up there. That's for the loft bathroom. We're gonna connect that up. On a new pipe down the wall, connecting to the existing system here. Get an air admittance valve on the top of it.
So why do we use air admittance? So why is that one different to like a vent, say?
So that one there, you can see it's right below a window. If we put the old style ones on, the smell would flow up. And
So how high above a window do the old style have to be?
Above, is it a metre above?
A metre above, yeah. Because they smell of poo, don't they?
Yeah, it's literally an open hole into your sewage pipe. So this way, by putting on the admittance valve, we don't have to have an extra.
And what does an air admittance valve do?
So it's a one-way valve system that allows air in but not out.
Good. So allows air in so that when you flush a toilet.
Yeah, you don't get the airlock inside the pipes.
And what happens inside to someone's toilet that doesn't have an air admittance, like on the flats we did for Waleed? You flush the toilet, what happens?
You get like it just sucks the water.
It just literally the water just rises up and then goes down dead slow.
Yeah.
So your toilet doesn't flush properly.
Yeah, it just aids the flushing.
So if you've got a toilet at home that doesn't flush properly, chances are you've either got an air admittance somewhere that you shouldn't, or you haven't got an air admittance and you've got a bit of an airlock in when you flush the toilet. It's not circulating. What have we got over here that we've been missing for ages?
Bit of pain in our bums.
Yeah.
A missing pane of glass.
So we've been missing this glass for ages off the sliding doors. The company, when they delivered it, one of the panes broke in their yard, so they only delivered 3, but they didn't tell us, did they? And then we come to fit it and we were all walking around the house looking for a massive pane of glass. And then I rang them and they said, oh yeah, it broke in the yard, we'll send you a new one. But it's been, how long has that been? Weeks, hasn't it? Maybe a couple of months. But yeah, hopefully we'll get that in.
October, November.
And you can see it's starting to, all the windows are done in it. We just need trims and stuff on where that foam is. And get the downpipes done, flashing, repair this sandstone sill. So we've tried to like upcycle the old sill that was on the old windows here, you know, to keep the style of the house similar. But we've got a bit of work to do to this one to make it aesthetically better. So yeah, we'll probably make a little frame and then obviously fill all this bit in and then sand it off and paint it black with the rest of them.
Another plasterer come in, so getting the rest of this ground floor.
Oh, we haven't told him we're doing a YouTube channel yet. I'll have to see whether he's camera shy.
I won't say his name then. Going to get the rest of this downstairs plastered. The end of the kitchen, diner and lounge area.
Oh, that is one thing we need to do. Okay. So Ben's just mentioned we've got a new plaster starting today, and I always like people who go out the way to message you or to see what you're doing and they think, yeah. I feel like those ones are always more, what's the word? They normally work out better, don't they?
Yeah.
If we advertise a job and we get loads, like we put a job on Indeed, I put a labourer's job on Indeed and I had 250 messages in 4 hours and I had to turn it off. But out of those ones, you have ones who go out the way to like find your details and message the company. And I always feel like as an owner, the ones that do that, you're more likely to give them a chance because you think that if they're doing that, then they obviously want, or you know, they appreciate the job more than someone who's just clicking a button because they're on the dole and they need to just apply. But yeah, we have had some funny ones, haven't we? The funniest one I thought was the foreign lady who rang me, and then she said, "No, it's not for me, it's for my dad." And I was like, "Okay." She said the dad was 70 odd and he didn't speak English. So I said, "Well, how's he gonna, if we tell him to do a job, how's he gonna know how to do the job?" And she said, "Well, she'll come in with him and translate." And I was like, "So 2 labourers?" And I was like, "Are you getting paid 2 labourers jobs or 1?" And she said 1. And I thought, I did say to you, I might just get them in just to see see how it works. But yeah, we do get some crazy applications when we put jobs on Indeed. But yeah, we are looking for more multi-skilled tradesmen because you see the jobs that we do the houses start to finish. So if you've got a trade, I always feel like if you've got a trade, you're more likely to pick up the other trades easily because everything we do in the houses is easy. It's easy to learn. If you're willing to learn, it's easy to do. But having said that, I've gone through probably enough labourers where I'm trying to teach them how to do stuff. And we're reducing the amount of labourers we've got now and we're just looking for multi-skilled people. If you're over 30, great, because we've got fleet insurance on the vans, so that's even better. But yeah, we've got too many jobs on at the minute and not enough people to do them. So if you are multi-skilled, give us a message. You do know we're doing a YouTube channel?
I'll be alright. I do video, you know.
Do you?
Justice for 97 Productions.
For what?
I just done with Justice for 97 Productions.
Oh yeah.
I
Mate, it's hard work, isn't it?
I broke into that field, mate, and it was getting done and videoed.
I can't put that on YouTube. So, if anyone wants any Venetian plastering done,
Just go on my Instagram, Venetian Instagram.
on the weekends, isn't it?
Yeah, on the weekends.
He doesn't need a key, you break in and do it for you.
Yeah. To be fair, we do need people who can break in after Ronnie keeps losing the keys. Oh, that bit I haven't looked at yet. But there was bits up here that are fixed. But that bit obviously looks like we've got a slight leak there. It looks like it's only a slight one. But yeah, this is ready to paint. And then what we're planning to do is we're going to, once all the pipe work's done for the rads, we're going to put all the floorboards back. And then this is the first room. So this is the first room that's going to be done. So we're going to get this room painted all the floorboards down, sanded, and we're gonna then carry that sanded floorboard theme on throughout the house, and the only one we've got to do it with. So we've got to sand that to get what the floorboards look like, and then try and find a similar laminate flooring for in here, because these are 8x2 chipboards, so they won't look good varnished. maybe we could start a trend, varnished chipboard flooring.
Well, they would do the varnished OSB in the...
Yeah, well, I wonder whether that'll become retro in like 150 years. Everywhere's got chipboard floors. They'll be like, oh, look at the lovely green colour. Sound? But yeah, this is the leak we've got to fix, isn't it? So we've got obviously a bit of build up there and a couple of slipped slates, and that's causing the leak below, which we just need to finish this scaffolding, clamp that down, put the rails up, and then we can work up there. So we're at the yard, and where we've got the utilities huts. We paid for it before Christmas, and they said, oh, they didn't know what date, but no one's got in touch with me. But basically, obviously, we've got a new water stop tap in the street, and obviously this will run through into the hut. But normally, you leave, if the stop tap's elsewhere, you'll run your blue pipe and you'll bring it up on your property 2 meters with a mechanical stop end on. But because the stop tap is literally the other side of this wall, and the inspector said, well, there's no point going down, you physically can't bring a 2 meters of pipe up because we're on the street then. So they said leave it, put ducting in, and obviously leave the coil inside. And then these were meant to let me know, and I was going to open the door for them and feed the coil down to obviously where they've put the stop tap. So I don't actually know whether, I'm guessing they've put a pipe into that hut and enough on it to connect to the pipe, and then obviously connect to the thing. And then what they've had to do is they've obviously ran it here because the pipe is the other side of the street. But rather than closing the whole street, which obviously would be more of a nuisance and a pain for the neighbours and people using the road, what they do is they've done it, closed half the street, and they've left a coil here enough to reach the water main, which is about, where's their stop taps? Oh yes, it's over here, look. So you can see the water stop taps there. So it'll be about here. So they must have left enough of a coil on to roll it out to here. And then what they'll do now is clear this and then close this side of the road. And people can obviously drive there, and then this side of the road will be closed while they connect it up to the others. And then we will have water. So that is electric and water connected on the yard, which is good. Next and final one is the drains. So we're either going to be fitting a soak away or a pit here, or we're going to be connecting to the mains. So we'll see which way we do that, but that'll be the next one on here now. God, I look like an absolute tramp. I feel like I need to do more videos of like showing people how to do stuff and what we do, yeah. So we've got Blaine passing me stuff out the roof window here, haven't you? Obviously the scaffold below me, and I'll show you what's happened to this chimney stack as well. But I am, how do I flip this around? Oh, I can't. So what I'm actually up here fixing is, you can see out here the old lead thing, the nail had obviously slipped the lead. Someone had put the nail right near the top, and this tile had slid down, and so obviously we were getting a leak through this hole behind the other slate, and obviously down onto the plasterboard and causing a bit of thing. So what we've got to do is, obviously I've already nailed that bit back in, and then we're going to slide the tile underneath here and then fold the lead up. So let me see if my phone will stay there, or whether it'll fall down the roof. Right, so if you pass that slate, don't drop it. We're going to go all the way to the top. Not much of a thing on that, and then also what we can do is obviously glue it then as well. So if you pass that bollocks silicone if that ever fails, at least it's got a secondary line of defence. Because what we don't want to do is setting a scaffold up again just to put a another slip tile in. But it's interesting what's happened to this chimney, because it seems to happen to all the chimneys on this street. I'll show you now, and then when you're downstairs you'll be able to see. And while I'm up here, I will clear out behind the back of the chimney as well. You can see there's a bit of water pooling there, which you don't want, because if water pools, what happens is when it gets cold, it freezes. And if it's got nowhere to go, it'll keep expanding and obviously it'll make holes where we don't want holes. So we are on the chimney, and weirdly, I feel like the gutter has maybe held in that bit. So as the heat's got to the top, I'm assuming because it's near the top, it's got less weight on it, it's more easier to move and stuff. But you can see there's about a 30mm overhang now from this brickwork to the other bit, where you can see it's bulged out. So I have to take the poles off here to get a better, but this bit is like bulged out, and obviously the stack itself, if you can see that, is leaning in, yeah. However, it's only on that very top few courses. Actually, I'll get a spirit level and get a little reading on it, see how far out it's leaning in. We just gave the flashing behind the back of the chimney a little swirl with water, keep that clean. Hopefully push any of the dirt that we couldn't get out with the brush down the sides and off the roof into the gutters. So you can see obviously where we're level now. It's slightly out, and I believe they say 4 inches is where it becomes a problem. So you heard Ben yesterday talking about getting the soil pipe in. So what we've done is we've put another bathroom in the loft here, and where you can see it comes out. So what we're doing is obviously we're connecting the new bathroom. We're going to come across here, put a branch in, and we're going to put an air admittance here. And then we're going to come down, hopefully level, and we're going to either join into that one and we'll paint that one black, maybe. Might be the easier one. And then another trick we've got is, obviously when you cut this pipe, you get a nice sharp edge like this. And obviously if you're trying to push that edge into that seal, you know, it's hard for it to get past the thing. So what we have is we have what's called like a chamfering bit, which as you drill it, it puts a chamfer on it, and then you can see it's more likely to obviously push into the seal easier. Because the last thing you want to do, which I've seen done, is these seals are literally just clamped in under pressure with the plastic. So if you push this too hard, what you can actually do is you can pull the seal out, and obviously the pipe will go in and you'll think, oh, that's great, you know, it's in tight. However, what you've done is you've pulled the seal away, and there's actually a weak point there for water to escape. So now we've got obviously the pipe coming out. We're just going to foam this gap, a bit of sand cement on that, and then we've got it down, we've got it clipped in here and here, and then we've also put an additional air admittance. So we've got one inside, which is non-return air admittance, and then we've also got one here because it's important that the highest point is above where you're flushing the actual toilet, otherwise it won't work as well. But we just put an additional one in here because obviously we've got 2 or 3 toilets on this, so it's good to have that additional flow down to obviously the next toilet. All done now, sand cemented in, and then Rallo's up here, just done a little repair to the sill here, ready to be painted, and soil pipes in nice and level, so the scaff can get dropped now and took to the other job. So we're going to have a race to see PPN gun versus doing it by hand. And if Jack wins, then I've wasted 1,200 quid.
He goes home early.
So, hold on. Give us a countdown here. Ronnie,
What?
give us a countdown so we start.
One, two, three, go.
Ready, look.
Go!
I can't see. How did you get in? Hey, that's alright, that. 4. And this is 6, 8, 10, 12. So it's 3 times quicker.
Sounds good. How much money does that save you a year, Andy?
Ooh, at least. Hopefully, well, probably not 1,700 quid, but hopefully.
So what's that mean now? One is down while the other uses the fucking nail gun?
Yeah, Jack's got to drop his kicks now for the rest of the day. But to answer your question, the reason we use a steel for the ridge rather than timbers is because, so you know, we use a company called Steel and Timber Beam Calculator, and basically our span is what, 4.7 meters.
Yeah.
Bearing is 100 mil, which is like how much it's in the wall. So obviously we only own 100 mil of brickwork, so we can't go past like what the neighbours have done.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah. So is the beam to be domestic floor? No. Will the beam be exposed to elements? No. C16 is the type of timber. We're actually C24. And it's going to be a uniform load, and it's going to be a flat roof, no permanent access, and then it'll ask for the width of the roof. But bear in mind that half the weight's on the dormer wall and half the weight's on the thing. So ours is 3.5, isn't it? So that's actually 1.75 meters.
Oh, that's quick maths, that.
Add another load, and we've got a uniform, and then the other, what loads on the steel basically is the timber roof, which we've just put in, and then the other one is a sloping roof, which we're only putting in from the ridge steel to the purlin, because then obviously you can have a million purlins, so you're not going to add all that weight on, because none of that weight's relevant to
the ridge.
So from the ridge to the purlin is about 2 meters. So we've got sloping roof, 30 to 45 degrees. Width of roof is, we'll say, 2 meters, which is actually half that, because only half the weight's on that, half's on the purlin. So it's a meter. And then run calculation, and this will tell us what size timber we can use for the purlin. And as you can see, there are no suitable. So even if I modify these, look, and go, if I make the span like less, just to get a timber,
change it to
I'm going to imagine it'll come up, look, it'll come up with three 8x2s all connected together.
Wow.
So we can either do, I imagine it would have been 4 9x2s or 9x3s, or we can put a steel in.
Yeah.
So timber's cheaper, but you always get flex and bending, so that's why we use steels as and when we can. But I used to run these calcs, but now I just know, we've done that many, that I just know we're not going to do that, we're going to put a steel in. And then I also know, rather than running all the calcs, I know at what point, what span it changes from like an 8x4 steel to, you know, a 10x4 or a bigger steel basically. But yeah, that's why.
Top tips with Andy.
It's your son on Facebook. I've messaged him, he said.
Have you got a son, Simo, yeah?
Yeah, I've got a lad. Oldest John, as he said.
Yeah, look, and he's got some grandchildren.
Yeah.
There's one of them.
He's the little baby.
That's mad, that, huh?
No, Tanya's the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see his daughter.
There's your son there, look.
Yeah, is that my son?
Yeah.
Look, I'm passing him, man. He's strong, isn't he?
Fucking hell,
He's
that's
got a
mad.
six-pack.
Is that my son?
There's your grandkid.
Beep,
I'll
beep,
go on.
beep, beep.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a look at that. Go ahead.
So I messaged him,
Yeah.
and yeah, this is what he said. I appreciate what you're trying to do, and I get that he's your mate, but why now when it's been 27 years since you last?
It's been 32 years.
32 years.
It's been since I was 31.
He said I wouldn't know how to talk to him, to be honest, as in you.
Yeah.
And I said, look, I understand. I said, you're working with us.
Yeah.
If you feel like he can talk to you, then obviously let me know. And I said, you know, you're trying to get back on your feet now. And he's put, Andrew, I don't hate him, mate. If anything, going through the pain growing up of not having a dad has made him a better dad.
Yeah.
And he said, you can let him know I don't hold a grudge against him.
Yeah.
And it was a different time back then.
He's
And
a
he
baby.
understands it. And he says he hopes you're well.
That's
And
nice,
I
isn't it,
said-
Simo?
I said, if it's possible for me to add him as friends on Facebook, and then I can share any post he does then, you know, about his kids and stuff.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, that's sound.
Yeah, look, me daughter. Yeah, look.
Yeah,
He's got
his
married.
daughter.
So, you know. Yeah. That's me daughter.
That's one here.
Are these all in Wales, are they, Sean?
Yeah, I forget
Yeah.
that. Yeah. She was Swansea, is it? Oh, where are they? She's does the karaoke like me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the karaoke,
Yeah,
yeah.
she's a DJ.
But
Yeah, this Tanya is me daughter, yeah.
Jordan's
Yeah.
getting built for this.
It's me daughter, have a look. Yeah,
What's her name?
Tanya.
Tanya Simo.
Yeah. Well, it's
and then have you seen her kids?
You pop up nice,
Oh my
nice
God.
looking kids, don't you, Simo?
Yeah.
This is grandkids.
Any pictures of you when you were younger?
Yeah, my family's got that, Christine.
And then, well,
For some
if
reason,
there's anything you want me to message your son, he's active now actually.
Yeah.
What would you say to him?
Video?
After 32 years, what would you say?
Get it,
I
send me a
love-
video.
Hiya.
I'm your dad.
And your dad.
Oh, we'll wait till he gets his teeth.
Yeah.
What would you say to him?
Dark
It's
Vader.
nice,
I'm
son.
your father.
Sorry about where I had to go. But you're going to ask your mother about that, can't you? She's the one who's done it.
Yeah, but how come you have left it so long to reach out?
I haven't. I've been on the Facebook and I'll say it. But just like sometimes you don't get onto it. They're on the beat all the time.
What are you wanting to do then? Would you want to meet up with them?
Yeah,
Yeah?
Yeah,
See the
yeah.
grandkids and stuff?
yeah.
But you'd probably have to go down there, wouldn't you?
Yeah, happy good Ben. Which I've been there before. I was there. Angela's brother there, Robbie. That was his best man for his wedding.
When was that?
Oh, 1989.
That was my birthday. That was 34 years ago.
I went stamp for the bride and groom and all be seated. And then I had to read all the cards and all that.
Yeah, 29th of this month.
Yeah, okay.
10 o'clock, you've got to go and get your teeth all.
That place again.
Yeah.
Oh, Sam.
Have you done that for him?
Well, he's been, yeah.
I've been there before.
But
I
yeah,
like
we've done it
BT.
ages
You
ago.
organised it for him?
Yeah.
That's good.
So do you know the house he was in?
I
The
found
one he,
I
the one he
lived in
like, he was living in that was like wrecked, abandoned.
Before the caravan?
Before the caravan, yeah. So I found the owner of that,
Yeah.
messaged him, he was like a business fella in Birmingham,
Yeah.
and got him in touch with him and said like, oh, you know, all these homeless people are staying in your house, you know, did you know? And he was like, no. And so he was like, oh, I'm just going to sell it. So Jordan bought it, and it's now a student's house, 28 grand mil. And but yeah, the fella said, listen, thanks for letting me know and putting me in touch with Jordan. So he gave us 500 quid.
It's alright, isn't it?
No.
It's,
Put that towards him.
it is though.
That's
It
done
really
his
is though.
teeth appointments.
Yeah.
But then he also gets like part of them paid anyway because he's been homeless.
Found the house.
But yeah, because you found that
Oh,
house and
you
it's ended up
find the fee.
Yeah, a little finder's fee.
finder's fee.
Little
Yeah.
fiver.
And then also
Even
loads
buddies.
of it went on his caravan that he burnt down.
Yeah,
That can, what did you say, Simone? Come on, reenact it for me, mate. Say, I don't want it. That can off. I had to keep rewinding and I'm watching it
When
because I
I
was
lived
in
in the
bits.
caravans, we
Don't
done
want
big
that. Didn't ask for it.
You know what? I ran downstairs and showed me Ma. She was laughing her head off.
You not seen that bit?
Well, I did when you were showing me, but like it was even better than the comfort of my own home, like on the big screen. You know what I mean? I could just rewind.
I lived on big mansions, you know, some big mansions.
Hold on. Back to the point. Like,
Yeah.
like obviously, whoever's right, if your son, if you haven't spoke or seen your son for 27 years,
Yeah,
like he's
more than
saying,
that, yeah.
more than that, like,
Well,
what
does
would
he
you,
know?
like he's
He can't
saying,
be
he wouldn't know what to say to you, so what would you say to him?
Get on these Peggy.
Yeah, but what would you say, like, you know?
I'm sorry for not being there.
Yeah,
And then, you know, it wasn't my fault.
yeah.
And, you know.
But could you have done more?
Well, I kept giving her the wages.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
And
could
kept
you have done
on-
more to go and see them? And because I'm only thinking this is what he'd say.
Yeah.
If that was me, I'd be like, well, you know, you still could have come down and seen us. And
This is what she said to me. She said, I don't love you no more. I love him. So, you know, I don't love you no more. Basically, my sisters are going to me, well, you can't make anyone stay with you.
yeah,
So,
yeah, but you could have
You
still
can,
went
you
down and
still,
seen the kids.
like,
couldn't you?
I'm not
Yeah.
with my baby's mum. I've got 2 kids and I see them every weekend and every
Yeah.
Wednesday and every...
yeah, but because I was always working away as well,
Yeah.
you know,
It
what
just
do I do?
drifted.
What
Yeah.
do I do? I mean, it was the work that was keeping my head going. Without the work,
Yeah.
my head would have went.
Fall off because you
I've
lost
got mates
everything.
that killed themselves over splitting up with the beds, you know. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking, I should dwell on it, but I think if I'm working, I'm doing something. I'm not thinking about it.
So,
You're not dwelling on it.
I'm only thinking, like,
Yeah,
from your point of view, I'm thinking you get your teeth done,
yeah,
get yourself into a new flat
yeah.
where you're not getting locked in by
You're not bad.
someone else,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you can put the heating on
Yeah,
whenever you want and have a wash whenever you want.
Yeah.
So I reckon if you get all that done and get your teeth, get yourself smartened up,
yeah,
I reckon you can either invite them down to yours or
Yeah.
you go down there and
yeah. I like to go round see them, don't I?
come down and see all the grandkids and
Yeah, yeah.
if they want to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you want me to go, I'll go.
Yeah.
When are you going to go and document it all, Andy? Are you going to be down there, Dr. Phil?
Nah, we'll get someone to film something.
Yeah. Stick a GoPro on him, just don't say nothing. Shimon didn't even realise.
Oh, his
he got
back.
He'd probably need me there to like calm him down.
Yeah.
It's not my fault, it's your mum's fault, fuck off.
It is
You know what I
though.
mean? I can just imagine it, you know. Tanya,
Yeah, Tanya, yeah.
is that your other daughter we couldn't find
Yeah, Tanya, the
on
blonde lady.
Facebook?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, she messaged back and said she reached out when she was 17,
Yeah, if you come to
but
it.
she said she couldn't find you,
Yeah.
and she said he's got 10 grandchildren,
Oh, 10 now. Well, it was
10
16,
grand.
Yeah, yeah,
10 grandchildren,
yeah.
life's too short, and if you'd like to speak to her, here's
Yeah.
her number.
Oh, sound.
We'll get a video of this because this is mad, isn't it? So, John, your son, his youngest is Kobe, who's 5.
Yeah.
So that's Kobe.
Kobe.
There's Kobe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
And then
Well, he's only that big on the left.
his daughter Chantel is 17.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then you've got Leon, 13.
Go on.
And then you've got Jaden, who's 12.
Oh, my God. See, he was only about that big, aren't you?
These are your other grandchildren, look.
Oh, my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6.
6.
So that's your daughter, isn't it?
Eh? No?
It is, yeah.
Where?
She looks the finger of you. Yeah, look.
That's Tanya.
Look, here's his daughter, Jody.
Yeah.
That's Tanya. That's Tanya, yeah. That's
It was like,
Tanya.
I clicked on it, I was like, she's the app. You ready?
Yeah,
Who's
that's
this one then?
Tanya. That's oh, I haven't got a clue that is.
That's one of your daughters. I get mixed up with the names now, and that's the other one.
Jesus,
Oh my God.
you produced some belters there. Mate, that's madness.
Yeah.
They're all, you mate, fucking hell.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good news, yeah.
Yeah,
You ready, Simo?
yeah,
So this is Tanya.
yeah.
See if she answers.
You're always in our thoughts, you know.
Yeah,
You know, you've got 10 grandchildren.
I was at 16. They're all, that's it, isn't it?
Obviously, Chelsea and Aaron and my mum's are the 2 kids that have got kids.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, Leanne and Naomi have got triplets who I
Oh my
share.
God.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got 3 boys.
Go on.
I was just showing him the pictures.
Yeah. Great, auntie.
Was you?
Yeah.
See, you've got so much family, and we've all wanted to get to know you over the years.
Yeah.
But it's been hard because we've never really had contact.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm always
and
working.
so
I was, yeah. I was always out of town, girl. I was always working away. Your mum will tell you that.
yeah, no, we know that. We're like even you, like your sisters and all say that you're a hard worker.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, we're all willing to come down and meet you.
Oh yes, sound
See
it.
you and,
I tell you what, we're doing a house now, yeah, and it's a 8 bedroom, I think it is, and you know, when it's done,
yeah.
you can all come up and stay in it if you want for free.
How's that?
Oh, that'd be so good.
If it works out for you can all come down and stay there and all in the one house.
Great,
That'd
wouldn't
be really, yeah, that'd be good, yeah.
Because you've been dying to see your grandkids and that, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been dying to see them, yeah.
Well, my oldest boy, Riley, he always asks, he says to my partner, where's Mum's dad? And I always say he's in Liverpool, and he thinks my Uncle Jay's my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's Jeanette, isn't it?
Yeah, Jeanette had a sex change, and now Jeanette's Jay.
Yeah, sex change. I told me boss that, couldn't believe it. Hey, when I said I haven't seen your Jeanette for a while, I just heard a voice saying, I'm Jay, I'm Jeanette. Oh, go on.
Yeah.
Well, we had trouble finding all your kids on Facebook, didn't we? Because obviously you've all got different names, surnames and stuff.
Yeah, obviously my brother sent me the message that you sent him.
Yeah.
And then I'll be honest, I'm nosy, so I went on your profile. And I seen the video that you put up on YouTube, so I looked on that and I watched it last night, and I had a lump in my throat. I didn't realise you were living like that. I know the relationship between you and my mum broke down, and we moved to Wales.
Yeah, it wasn't you.
We've all craved having a dad. We've all wanted to have a have like a conversation with you and get to know you, because you know,
wasn't your
life's
fault.
too short.
Of course it is.
No.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. He's the biggest character I know.
You can see that in the video.
Yeah.
I'm a little joker. I can't believe you tipped the bookies £1,000.
£1,000? Hey, I couldn't believe it. Do you know what? He's the only person. We were in the pub once, and someone come round with a collection bucket for charity, and he put 20 quid in, and I was like, Simo, like, they're doing a collection for people like you, and you're putting 20 quid in.
But yeah, so it's nice to be back in contact, and thank you, Andrew, for helping. My sister actually went down Stockton Road looking for him as well.
Who's that, Leanne?
To pubs. Yeah, Leanne was going into pubs looking for you as well.
Oh yeah, she went to go on.
She wanted to tell you that she's no longer straight no more. She's gone to the other side, and she's got a wife.
I got a wife. She's got a wife.
Yeah, she's gay. Yeah. She's lesbian.
Oh yeah.
So, and how many? I just showed you all her kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haven't I?
I got 3.
You got 3 girls,
yeah? I got 3 boys, yeah.
3 boys.
I got Riley.
Yeah.
Riley, who's 6.
Yeah.
I've got Finley, who's 4, and I've got Anne, who's a baby. He's just turned 1.
Yeah. Yeah, but when you were a little baby, you fell over in the house and you cut your eyelid open.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, did you know about that?
No, I didn't know that.
Well, that's your mum. Or your mum was screaming. So I had to hold your eyelid. You'd split your eyelid open when you were a baby. It was on the corner of the skating board. Yeah.
Do you want to come and say hello? This is my dad on the phone. Do you want to come and say hello to my dad? Come on, man. Tell him who you are.
I'm Riley Jay.
Jay, hey,
Jay.
Jay.
I'm 6 years old.
Oh yeah, oh hey, babe. Oh, happy 6 years old.
Six.
6.
He's 6 years old.
Ah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're happy
He's
then,
just
yeah.
quiet. What's that?
You're happy?
I am happy, yeah.
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 I've got a good man. I've got
Yeah.
a good partner.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a hard worker as well.
He's a hard worker, that's what you need, girl, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
But yeah, I'll have to shoot now. But
All
you've
right,
got my
love.
number now.
Oh, thanks very
Don't
much.
lose my number.
Oh, but I won't now. No,
No,
just...
how are you doing now? Are you like bettering yourself and stuff?
Oh, yeah, I'm better than myself now, girl, yeah. I'm a bit more cleaner. Yeah, I can smart myself up a bit now.
Would you be happy for us? Would you be happy for us to come down and then?
Yeah,
you
lovely, yeah. I've been made up. I've been made up, yeah. Yeah.
I was only 2 when I got brought up to Wales, so I was too
Two.
young to even ask
Yeah.
my
And older was John.
if I was happy to move.
Yeah.
Jono was 6 or 7.
Oh, yeah. And
Leanne was 12
Was
when
she?
she moved up here.
So how old is Leanne now?
Leanne's 38.
38?
39.
39?
38.
Set that.
We're older too. I'm 32 and Jono's 35 this year.
Oh my God. 35.
Yeah.
It's a long time ago,
And
isn't it?
your oldest grandchild's 18.
Oh my God.
18.
18?
Oldest
Yeah.
grandchild, 18.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Makes me
That's
feel.
Leanne's
You'd
boy
be able to have a drink with your granddaughter.
Yeah.
Keep hold of our numbers now, so I've got to shoot off to work.
Okay, Gary. Yeah. Yeah, you be safe.
Like